Hey everyone, you're with TeslaTom and thanks so much for joining me today on my YouTube channel where I discuss Tesla, electric vehicles and renewable energy. If this is your first time to my channel, hello and welcome. Take a moment to hit that red subscribe button, that way you stay informed of any new content and it also helps my channel to grow as well. Today we're going to look at key differences between our 2019 Tesla Model 3 versus a 2021 Tesla Model 3 right here and much more right after this. And joining us today is Keith, proud owner of this Tesla Model 3 behind me.
Hey everyone.
Keith's car is on ev.com.au and we'll certainly put a link to his car in the description below and we'll talk about that a bit later on as well in the video. But Keith's going to help us look at the differences between his car and our car. We're going to do that right now. Alright guys, let's start off with looking at the differences between the Frunks, or the front boot as we call it in Australia. The size has decreased in the 21 Tesla Model 3 and that's due to the heat pump sitting right here behind there, and the mat has gone as well, and also the shopping tags are gone as well, as you'll see as I pan back to our car over here. So you've got the shopping hooks here and there's probably slightly more room as well. It's a bit wider. I'm not sure whether you can appreciate that on the camera, and ours did come with a front mat down here too, which is absent in the 21 version. The next thing you will notice is the chrome delete. So as I pan across Keith's car here, you'll see that all the chrome is pretty much gone from the A pillar across to the B pillar, across the windows, and down to the C pillar. So all this is anodized. Feels really good, feels nice and solid. And then we pan back to our car over here and you'll see all the chrome here. The actual shape of the car is very similar, but obviously all the chrome remains on our car. And also the door handles as well, as you'll see. That's chrome there, but in the 21 version, it's been chrome deleted. And if I go at the down here as well, chrome has been deleted as well across the Model 3 badge down there. Open my car, it's not locked. Oh, it didn't lock, amazing. You'll see there. So that's a chrome finish there for the badging. And while I'm here, just quickly, and we're skipping to the interior, but the door button there is a line that's been a source of confusion for a lot of passengers and Uber drivers. The Model 3, but now with better UX in the 21 version, you can see now it looks very much like an open door symbol. So good to see Tesla listening to its customers, changing small things like that make a huge difference. And so this is the side repeater camera on the passenger side, and it's very similar on the driver's side as well. But you'll notice that the Tesla T is present on the chrome finish, just in front of where the camera is. But if I pan across to Keith's 2021 version, of course the repeater is now chrome deleted, a nice matte finish, but the T logo, the Tesla logo, is also gone as well. So I'm not sure what the reasoning is behind the loss of branding, but there's a notable difference. Okay, let's have a look at the wheels now. So obviously our car is a performance Model 3, but I call it a stealth because it's got SR Plus wheels. It's running on Michelin 235/45 ZR18, so 18-inch wheels, and I've taken the aero caps off, and we've got these aftermarket accessories to cover the bolts and things. And I actually brought along with me one of the aero caps from our car. There it is sitting on the ground. And we're going to try and put that cap onto the 2021 version. Okay, so you notice that the 2019 aero cap looks a little bit different to the 2021 aero cap. See how it sort of tapers down here as it reaches the middle of the wheel? In the 21 version, it sort of squares off instead of tapering in. But the question is whether we can fit this one, 2019 version, onto the 2021. So what we have to do first is actually take off the cap from the car. Okay, so that comes off there. And then we want to align the pressure valve fitting. And hey presto, looks like it fits. So if you want the classic look, then this is what you can do. And to be honest, both come off fairly easily. Now unfortunately I can't test the new cap onto our car, because as I said, I've got all the aftermarket accessories on, but you would think it should fit, given that the new cap fit on, sorry, the old cap fit onto the new car. You'd think it'd be backward compatible as well. And I don't have the right tools to take these off, unfortunately, so you'll have to take my word for it. All right, so Keith's now going to open his powered lift gate with his key, which is an aftermarket accessory as well, I believe. There you go. Powered lift gate on Tesla Model 3. And you'll see that the motors, and you can actually manually lift it up if it's too low for you. The motor is on one side only, on the left. And on this side it's just the regular strut, as you see in my car. And there's the button there, up here. I'll just pan up for you. There you go, there's the button. So get in focus. Button there to shut the lift gate, or the boot gate. Makes a nice sound. Actually a nice close. I was hoping it'd be a soft close, but like the Model S. And then you just press that to open again. And you can actually set how high you want this. So, if you're a little bit taller, you can actually press this button again, once it's in focus again. So you can sort of say I want to go higher there. So I'm happy with this height. You press that button, long hold. Okay, so you hear that sound, and that's the new setting for this lift gate. And if you want it to go higher, again, long hold. Okay, and then press it again. Okay, and then you open it one more time. It should go back to the last setting that you had it much higher than before. There you go. Very cool. The actual boot interior itself is very similar in size to ours. And there's also, and this is a Tesla accessory as well, Keith, I believe. Yep. And there's actually a bottom compartment there as well, right there. And Keith's got his charging cable there. And that's actually the same size as well as ours, that undercarriage. Very nice. And just to show you, of course, the old 2019 version, no powered lift gate. Obviously, when you press that button, it just sort of stops there. And there's the two struts there on ours. And Keith, can you open and close the boot from your car as well, from the screen? Show the folks. I'll just come on the other side to have a look. Okay, so now Keith's updated his software. This is the new holiday software, 48.26. One sec, I'll just pan around. Okay, so. Oh, don't miss the moment. All right. And then you can close from the car as well. So let me just come back. Yep. Look at that. That's awesome. And you can do it from your phone too, I believe, Keith.
That's right.
Let's go and do that as well. All right. Okay, so there's the phone app there. Yep, go for it. Nice. Can you shut it from the phone?
I believe so.
Oh, that's so cool. That's awesome. Okay, so we're inside the car now, and the first thing you'll notice is the center console has now a slidey thingy. So it's currently in the open position, and if I push it, it'll go back to the closed position, and just a gentle slide to bring it back there to open. I like these drink holders. Got that metal ring inside, that's nice. And it's actually quite deep in there. And I was always curious as to what this is. So this is just a cover. I was wondering what that was when I saw Shane's walk around before. But now we know with Keith's car, this is just a cover. And I hope you can see there are USB-C ports. There we go, just in focus there. USB-C ports rear facing there as well. And there's one as well in the glove box. So I'm just going to open there. And there should be a USB-C in there as well. Yep, there it is. So it's on this side. There is a USB key in there. I won't take it out because Keith's got Sentry mode recording going on in there. I might show you a photo as well later on. And I showed you these buttons before. There we go. And of course the new Model 3s come with the charging mat. Just quickly, oh yeah, Keith's got his phone here, so he's got an iPhone 12.
Yep, that's 12 mini.
Yep, fits pretty well there. Are you saying it slides around a little bit?
No, it's pretty sturdy.
Yep.
Seems to be quite centered, but one thing I have noticed, if you move it over to one side, charging doesn't seem to initiate.
Right, gotcha.
Maybe once it's on, it's working.
Yeah, right. Yep. Okay, so I've got an old iPhone 6 Max. I'm not even sure this has got inductive charging, but I'll just place it on here. Oh, it does. There you go. It looks like it fits pretty comfortably. In fact, there's a bit of room to spare up here as well, so probably another centimetre up here. So you could probably easily fit a larger phone in this area, and it actually fits quite snugly, even in its case and its charging as well. So that's pretty handy. I guess the one thing I've noticed too is that unlike the Jetta aftermarket accessories, that center ridge here unfortunately doesn't allow your phone to be placed in landscape. I mean, that's only a minor complaint. But I think other than that, if you're happy to have your phone in portrait, seems to hold the phones pretty well. That's a nice sort of velvet finish there, so it shouldn't slide around too much. And the last thing I want to show you interior-wise is the USB-C ports in the back. It's not strictly new for the 2021 version. I think some of the 2020 versions have got USB-Cs as well, but that's certainly different to our car. As you'll see with our 2019 version, these are just the older USB ports here instead of the USB-C ports. But apart from that, it looks pretty similar. So looking at our 2019 Model 3, this is a Jetta aftermarket charging pad. Also got the hub as well inside, and obviously we've got the piano black finish for the center console, which I've wrapped because it's notoriously known for scratching. So wrapped it with an aftermarket accessory, and inside it's quite deep as well, and there is a USB hub inside from Jetta as well. And here's the drink holder. There's no no metal ring inside, but pretty similar in terms of its design, apart from the aesthetic. And one more thing I want to point out to you is you see where the window controls are. That's a nice matte finish. Feels good as well. And the emergency release is there as well. So you can still open the door like that with that latch. Let's see if I can show you my left hand. So that comes up as an emergency release. That's also present on the passenger side. If I go to our car, I mean, this is the passenger side, but you get the idea. This is more of a piano black finish as well. Emergency release is there. We're sort of creating two camps here, aren't we? We've got the matte versus the gloss now. Pick your side. And the steering wheel too, I just wanted to show you. So now, the steering wheel is now actually one continuous piece of vegan leather. Let me just pan up there. So there's no longer any stitching at 10 and 2, right there. It's all one piece. There is stitching down here, of course, and the stitching remains on the inside. So here's the 2019 version. You see at 10 and 2, there is that stitching there and there as well. I think the leather, or the vegan leather, feels the same regardless. There you go. All right, so the last point I want to touch on before we go for a drive, and this is really important for the drive, is actually the glazing. So look at our 2019 version here. It's one one bit of glass. So single glazing for the front 2 windows. If you look at the 2021 version, ta-da, double glazing right there. So the theory is that with the double glazed window, there should be less road noise, given that's one of the chief complaints of the Tesla Model 3, that it is noisy. Now keep in mind, that's only for the front 2 windows. If you go to the back, it's not present. Get a focus there, yep. So still the same single pane of glass. So yeah, I guess we'll go for a drive and test the differences in the road noise between the 19 version and 21 version, and see if the double glazing makes a difference. All right, we're on the road with Keith. We're all masked up here on the northern beaches. So as I said before, guys, Keith's 2021 Model 3 is listed on ev.com.au, isn't that right, Keith?
That's right. That's a car rental platform, a bit like Airbnb, but for electric cars.
Yep. And you've got it listed there for minimum 2 nights rental?
That's right. So you can rent for 2 nights, preferably more, but minimum of 2 days at the minute. If you rent for 2 days, it's around $150 a day, plus around an extra $30 of insurance as well. But the longer you rent, the cheaper it gets.
Yep.
So the car is only a week old, and we've had one person rent it for 2 days.
Yep.
I have another rental booked for next week and a third for January. And this car is specifically for renting out.
Yep.
So this is actually my 4th EV. I've got 3 available for rent: BMW i3S, a Model X 100D, and now this Model 3.
Fantastic. And obviously we'll put Keith's details, it's on the screen here as well for you guys, as well as in the description below. And if you're looking to rent and experience a Tesla or even any other type of EV, check out Keith's listings. And I think it's far better to rent for a couple of days and get a feel of the car, rather than an hour-long test drive, if that even, during COVID. So it's a really good chance to really get a feel for what it's like to own an electric car, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely, and that's one of the reasons probably 50% of the people who have booked the car so far are considering purchasing. I even had one guy book the BMW i3, saying he'd tried the Model 3, wasn't a fan, so he's now booked the BMW. Check that out.
Wow, okay, there you go. Okay, so we're just turning onto the Wakehurst Parkway now. It's a nice road for testing the noise, so once we turn on, we'll just stay quiet for about 30 seconds. That should be enough, I think.
I think so. I think I'll make a really good test. You got a bunch of different road surfaces. We're all going at the speed limit, which is at 80. So I think that's very repeatable.
Yeah. So we'll do the second round with our car, and I think we'll certainly compare the two. And to be honest with you, just anecdotally, I think it feels quieter to me anyway. But I'll check out obviously when I drive our car. Alright guys, just turning onto the Wakehurst Parkway now in our Tesla Model 3, the 2019 Performance. Yeah, I would say, now having sat in his car and our car, there's definitely a difference, I think, in the road noise. A lot of it, I must say, must be coming from the carriage as well, rather than the windows actually blocking the sound out. There are some minor differences as well. This is a Performance Model 3. There are 2 motors. It's a bigger battery, 75 kilowatt hours versus Keith's 50 kilowatt hour Model 3. So, you know, there are differences in the size of the car as well, but you know, the road conditions are very similar. We're both on the same road, and yeah, I mean, just anecdotally, subjectively, yeah, I think it is quieter with the double glazing. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. I just want to say thank you once again to Keith for joining us, and thank you so much for letting us use your Tesla Model 3 today.
It's been a pleasure.
And thanks for that drive too. It's good to see the differences in the noise as well.
Yeah.
And if you want to lease Keith's Tesla Model 3 2021 refresh, check out the link to his EV listing below in the description, and he'll be more than happy to talk to you about it.
Yeah, I'd love to show you around the car.
Awesome. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Really appreciate that. And of course, subscribe if you haven't done so already yet. And have you noticed any other differences between the 2021 Model 3 and a 2020 or a 2019 Tesla Model 3 that I've missed? Leave your comments below. Take care guys, and as always, happy charging.